16, and who's back also in the booth?
Guess who's back?
Who's back? Romain Lollet with me in the booth to comment that great day of surfing, plenty of action, plenty of good scores, and on screen right there, Alice Barton opening her account.
Yeah, the young British surfer.
Yeah.
She surfs amazingly well, and she's up against one of the deadly surfer of this event, Machado, our French surfer surfing with the red jersey on. She's gonna be one to watch. She won this event in 2015, I think. And she's going to be really, really tough to beat, as was you were saying with chatting a bit with Anat.
And yeah, Anat was like raving about Pauline and how she would like to still be surfing at that age, but be careful. Luciana Machado with a strong opening turn, quick turn there, but that's been a little bit the scenario of this morning. You want to be quick under the lip to get those scores. No 3, 4, 5 maneuver combos. It's just about going big, straight off the takeoff, as we see a replay of the first wave of Camilla Kemp.
And not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
A lot of control during that last turn. Alice Barton is not afraid also to surf at her best up against the best surfers. And she proves it with some really, really nice surfing on this first opening wave.
Yeah, especially that re-entry, a lot of style as well. And Lucia Machado putting a bit more humidity, the big spray on that backhand turn. But some upsets this morning. So be careful, all the big names. Two big names already down this morning. So, as you said, Machado is the local and she's up on riding, but be careful. It's a talented field, no easy heat. Well done. That's a two excellent turn combo. Good way to start the heat, Roma.
She knows this place by heart. She surfs here every day. Watch out, this one looks like a really nice wave for the green surfer. Unfortunately, mistimed this re-entry. The wave went faster than her. Yes, we saw the wave selection of Paulina.
Yeah.
Perfect. This wave was really nice. Well surfed also, with a nice re-entry, well controlled. She finished off this wave quite well, so she's gonna get the best score of this heat by far, as we see on screen.
Yolanda. Debriefing, but she did the job, just picking up all these waves, and having the right strategy, just as Anat was saying, go big or go home. That's what you want to do. It's really bailing, and we see the last ride of Pauline Romain.
Yes, starting up with a little snap and then smartly hit the lip with a little bit of advance on this wave. She knows that this wave will close out really fast on this sandbank, and so smartly she hit just under the lip this re-entry to make sure she will control this one.
And she was rewarded with a 4.9. You see on screen, unfortunately, Camilla there, as you said, Romain, a bit late. She should have, well, it's easier said than done, but really go for it straight away. And we'll be going for an interview with last hit winner at Caro.
Yeah, I'm here with last hit winner, Yolanda. Well done for your hit. We were talking about the condition. Looks like it's really hard out there. The ocean is moving a lot. It seems quite clean from here. But as you said, it's really shallow on the low section. Can you tell us about that, please?
Yeah, in the beginning I got a little bit lost in my heat. It's tricky out there. There's loads of rip. And so halfway through I try to reset and just go to my backup, which is catch a lot of waves, and I managed to catch a couple that let me do a couple of my turns. But yeah, on the inside it's really hard to pass out because it's so shallow, we can't duck dive, so if a set comes you get stuck on the inside for a bit, but it's fun. I mean, I managed to pass, I'm just happy to pass. Next one I want to start winning straight away instead of the last 5 minutes, so I don't have a heart attack and I don't give everybody that's watching me a heart attack. So yeah, that's my hopes for the next heat.
Okay, I was talking with Ariane before. She said that her strategy was to catch the bigger waves and do one big turn. You managed to find a good waves and do those 2 turns to get your 6 point. Do you have a specific strategy, or how do you feel it coming for the next hit coming?
I mean, I kind of had the same strategy as Ariana. In the beginning, try to catch one that would let me do a couple of turns. But after my backup is just catch the bigger ones. And me and Ariana, I think we can survive those big turns. So if we see it, we go for it. And I reckon not a lot of girls still do it. So we can get our scores out of it. And yeah, that ends up our backup. And like I said, I just want to go out there with maybe a little bit of conditions when the tide pulls in a little bit. And yeah, just have a bit more luck with my wave selection.
Well, thank you, Yolanda, and I'll see you during the day for the next round. Thank you.
Yeah, it's about surviving those big turns, and she did that during her heat winner there with 2 strong turns. Bit of friendship there. Line stacking up here in Anglet with low tide now. Romain, are we with the tide now? As Pauline just catching another good wave. Oh, getting unstuck, unfortunately.
Yeah, she tried to back up this first score, unfortunately for her. Went down on this last turn. Yes, we are getting close to the low tide right now. It's a real river of current. Unfortunately for the surfers, they have to battle really, really strong up against the current. But this is how the QS is, you know. You have to surf perfect waves, sometimes tough waves like these conditions. But we're lucky, we do have waves, at least. Sometimes it's really small. Today it's not the case. There are plenty waves on offer. And you can see those surfers paddling all the way to the right side of the screen. The current is quite strong, moving same direction as the wave also, which is not easy to manage in terms of speed when you surf those waves. You have to adapt your speed. It's quite tough, especially with this sandbank really hollow on this last section.
Yeah, they seem to get that takeoff, that one turn, and all of a sudden, boom, that sandbank is there. So it's, if you are just half a second late, you know, you can't make that last turn. And we've seen the biggest score have been obtained on a single turn. We've been saying that all morning, but it keeps being the case, because if we look at Paulinado's first wave, which is, you know, well executed, two nice turns, it's still in the 4 point. And as Ariane was saying and Einot before, if you manage to get that vertical big turn on a set wave, then the judges they decided to go, you know, way bigger on the scores into the 6, 7, and even 8.5 range with Einot backhand attack this morning.
I think the game plan of Pauline was not to take too many risks in this beginning of the heat. She kept a lot of control in this first wave. There was maybe a lack of risk in her surfing, but it was really smart also to get a first average score around the 5 point mark and then build scores. She's she's the most experienced surfer from this event, so she knows she doesn't need to burn too much energy in the beginning of those hits. Just build
the house slowly,
yes, exactly.
step by step, and with a 4.9, she's doing just that. The best score of the heat so far, with 13 minutes on the clock remaining. So time's ticking fairly quick, and definitely quicker for some in the water. Just that time expand when you're leading the heat. You're thinking, you know, that heat is just slow, and when you're not winning the heat, you find the time is going
Passing really fast,
too
yes.
fast.
Yes, but it's only a matter of mood, you know. You talked with Anat. You can see she's really like open-minded. She has a good vibe. She's happy when she serves, and even if there is only like 30 seconds left and you need a big score, you know you can reach this score with only a big one maneuver today. So it's I think today it's wide open for any possibilities, and so until the last second, those hits are going to be wide open for everyone. So I don't know. Pauline chose the way to open this one with an average score, something like with medium risk maneuvers. Some others, like the youngsters, Alice Barton, up and riding. She's going to try to push a bit more, I think, her turns.
Yeah,
You can see
yeah.
the first one. She has a really nice technique with her back knee on top of the surfboard. She's really low also on her surfboard. I like the way she surfs, and she did some damages already in the junior championship the previous years.
It's warming up and putting the jersey on for Andy Crier there. That will be next heat. He'll surf against Team Bissot, Thiago Carique and Charlie Martin. So nearly 4 Frenchmen.
Almost a French affair, yes. Yes, as Andy lives close to the border with Spain in the Basque country, surfing for the Spanish Federation right now. As we see the replay of Alice. She gives everything in.
Yeah, you can tell on those top turns, like really push, you know, giving that extra push.
Yeah, unfortunately, the wave was small, and those turns were not majors, I would say.
No, she got like only a 3.37, but you know, could be a backup at the end of that heat. 10 minutes, just a bit more than 10 minutes remaining. First, Alice Barton with a 4.3 and a 3.7. Second, Paulinado with just a 4.9. The other scores are hope will be throwaways for those two surfers. Lucia Machado sitting on third. She needs a 3.98, and Camilla Kemp there with something way better.
Yes.
She's pretty happy. I can hear the crowd.
Making sure she completed the turn. Huh?
Yeah. She looked a bit slow at the beginning of the wave, and that section came to her, and then she did well, just banging that lip. So that's gonna be interesting to see where that puts her in the heat.
Yeah, speed, control, flow, power. Only one single maneuver on this last wave, but she's gonna reach, I think, the average to maybe a bit higher scores.
Yeah, she's maybe just above the average. I'd say. We'll wait on the 5 judges.
Yes, and she jumps into the lead with this last wave.
Yeah,
5.33.
Yeah, she did well because she had to fight against that little bit of a backwash. You can see the wave jumping, and then bam, right on the lip, perfect control.
Yeah, you could see she was eyeing this last section from the beginning of the wave, and she stayed well on top of the surfboard, spraying water in the air.
Yeah, for sure. That was a good wave from Camilla. Could see she knew she got a good score, or you know what's a good score today. Team Bissot there on your screen.
All smile.
Yeah, all smile.
He's a really fast surfer. He's gonna match with those kind of conditions. He's gonna be really tough to beat. But watch out, huh? Those guys, Thiago Carique, he's so strong on his backhand.
Serious face there, all focus and important hit. These guys, they are in the hunt for qualification spot on the qualifying on the Challenger Series last stretch.
Yes, Andy Krier won this event previously, so he's going to be also one really experienced surfer to beat. And Charlie Martin,
yeah,
of course, the oldest. He was close to make it to the city a few years back, and he wants more.
Yeah, he's like a lion in the cage, Charlie Martin. He wants more. He's still surfing great. That's a small wave, but Lucia Machado will probably improve on a 2.23 on that. So trying to stay in contact.
Yeah, not sure this strategy of surfing those smaller waves and comboing a few turns will be well scored.
Yeah, because she's gonna be losing priority now. Priority for the French woman Pauline Nadeau sitting in third. Pauline needs a 2.8. That's easily obtainable from the veteran.
And we can see that the surfers moved to the middle of the beach. This morning, with the higher tide, they were surfing closer to the jetty. The rip is really strong right now, so the surfers preferred apparently to stay in the middle of the beach, away from this current zone, to surf cleaner waves.
Does that mean we're gonna get like some lefts and rights, or is it predominantly still a right?
Still mostly right. Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
But when it comes to make one turn on a wave, you can also take a left that close out straight away. Huh? You know, so
3.2 for Lucia Machado from the Canaries Island. Not enough to leave the fourth place. Got 4.21 to if she wants to advance to the women and women round heat format. That will be later today. We're gonna be pushing the Rip Curl Pro Anglet till this evening. Hopefully completing 8 hours of surfing. On your screen, heat leader Kemp, especially with that 5.33 we just saw.
Looks like a set is coming. We saw those waves breaking on the outside bank. And Pauline with the priority, only looking for 2.8. Is she gonna take this one? No. Camilla Kemp does. Looks like a nice wave. She'll try to back up her big score, but not, unfortunately.
She took her time. She was really looking for that section. Unfortunately,
The shape of the wave was not great.
Yeah.
And she waited a long time before attacking the lip. Timing was not ideal.
It's all about timing in those waves. And Pauline, she has another just under 5 minutes. So it's a bit of a nerve-wracking end of the heat. Here's the heat recap. There was no big score at the beginning of the heat. Aerial view of the first wave of Camilla was scored a 3.3. Then the young British surfer Alice Barton.
She stayed busy. Huh?
Yeah, stayed busy. And then that was a well-surfed wave, as you spotted, Romain, well executed for Paulina Ado, earning herself a 9.3. But that was the best scoring, not that one. Sorry, that was Camilla Kemp.
That was a kamikaze attempt.
Yeah, it's good. And
Alice played it smart, but maybe on the smallest waves. She would earn a bigger scores on bigger waves. And this is the best turn of the heat so far.
Yeah, that wave didn't look like much on the beginning, but she did well to pick up good wave selection, and then but a bit of the luck factor we were talking about earlier this morning, and just taking every opportunity out there, and good few turns, but small wave, not enough for Lucia Machado. 3.3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining.
Seems like Pauline surfed a wave as she lost the priority. Let's see if something important happened.
Yeah, during the recap, that Pauline, she was after 2.8. It's probably already done on that first turn. We'll see how she finished. Made sure
This is how you see she's so smart.
Yeah. She had the score. She knew that was done, and maybe trying to increase, but not overdoing it. That's experience and perfect control for Pauline. So we'll see what that score. So the score is in. It's a 3.83, Romain. So that puts Pauline into first place again with second priority.
Yes, but Camilla only needs a 3.4 to jump back to the lead. And seems like this wave could be the score, so it's a bit risky. Huh? Pauline is not taking too many risks, but it could be risky because she keeps the window open for those other surfers. They only need average scores 4.34 for Alice Barton, as we are watching the replay of Lucia Machado with a strong backhand turn. Whoa, a second strong one. Can she finish this wave? No, but the damages were done on those first two turns.
So we'll see. Still scores to come for Camilla and Lucia. There's gonna be definitely some change.
Because if Lucia Machado gets a score around the 6-point mark, she jumps into the lead.
Yeah.
And if Camilla Kemp improves on her last wave, she might jump also in front of Paulinado.
She needs to get rid of Camilla of 3.33, so she's gonna do just that. So last wave for Camilla 4.4. Still waiting on the last for Lucia. So that means that in the judging tower they know that's gonna be a game changer.
Crucial score. They are watching the video on replay.
Exactly. With 1 minute.
Wow.
Could be bad news for Paulinado.
Bon. Still 50 seconds remaining with the priority for Pauline. Alice Barton also chasing a score with the second priority.
Yeah, it's gonna get
close, huh?
Yeah. Okay, Pauline going on that wave, a decent wave.
Last chance for Pauline. It's a really important wave. First carve, nice, well executed. Now the wave flattens. Oh, it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it's gonna get.
She's after a 4.34, Pauline, so that's gonna be enough. While Alice Barton
fighting to survive on this last section.
Exciting finish here in the heat 4, last heat of the round of 16, and Camilla
Beautiful
again.
Top turn from Camilla. Oh, it's gonna be tight. Will we have another huge upset in this heat? Will Pauline
it's gonna be tight.
Those waves with a bit of a lack of risk,
Risk taking, yeah.
I was saying she was really smart, anticipating those turns, building scores, but at the end of this heat, nothing much happened. Except
you said it. She left the door open, and that door, Camilla opened it, and as well as Lucia, but waiting on scores. So Pauline last scores is 3.23, so that won't be enough. She knows it. You could see.
It's a pity because she took the first one of the set and seemed like the next wave that Alice Barton caught was a bit better with a finish end section.
Exactly. So
well, big upset, huh?
Big upset.
Huge upset.
So we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back after commercial with the boys. See you in a bit.
Run, swim, surf. For the women who want to rewrite the game, we made this for you.